Show. My name is Dawn Boxell, and I am excited to talk about another topic. Everyone always seems so perplexed, and how is it possible that my appetite is back? And what am I doing wrong? Because I'm trying things and it doesn't seem to work. So 6 reasons your appetite returns after weight loss surgery. So let's talk about some of the basics of what things really drive it. So first, I always start with the simplest first, food. If you are really eating more refined carbohydrates or grains, you're eating more packaged processed foods, you are going to have a bigger appetite because it's not going to keep you full long enough. And if you're not getting enough protein, enough fiber, or enough fat, that can drive that increase in hunger. So make that a priority. The next one is movement. Some of the times it's because you really just changed your exercise and maybe you're really doing more intense workouts and you just need a little more fuel. You might need an additional 100 or 2 calories to start and see how you feel by bumping it up a little bit, and then reevaluate. But sometimes that increase in movement, or you're burning more calories and you are increasing that demand, then your fuel needs go up as well. Then third one is stress. Anytime that you have more demands in your life, you are saying yes when you should be saying no, or just life events happen out of your control that you really had no control over, guess what? It increases your desire or your appetite for more refined carbohydrates. They find that people who have, a higher stress level, they do crave those crunchy, salty snacks and sometimes even sweet snacks. So that stress level could be driving it. Sleep is another one. If you're getting less than 6 hours of sleep, they find that the next day your hunger goes up and you are going to want to eat more food. Number 5 is gut bacteria. You're working on your stress, you're working on your sleep, and you're still struggling with that appetite. And you really feel like, I'm just hungry, I need food. You could think about your gut bacteria. If you have too many bad bacteria and not enough good bacteria, it's what we call dysbiosis, or an imbalance in that gut bacteria. And that will drive more cravings. And when the wrong guys take over in your gut, guess what? They make you crave the wrong foods. So you will be more drawn to those snacky things and those more refined carbohydrates on a regular basis. If someone's coming in saying, I'm hungry, they're thinking that you're not doing your part. And really, it could be just your genetics. It's more about your biology and what's really happening at the cellular level, so that you, and even at the systems, your body systems, so that how they interact, that really could be driving it. So I'm going to highlight some of the hungry genes, the sugar craving genes, and the reward genes that we find are associated with obesity, overweight, more weight loss resistance. So you don't feel that strong urge to stop eating. And you'll typically have more calorie intake. So you're going to have more affinity to eating, just continuing to eat food. Typically with this gene, you have a decrease in responsiveness to satiety. So very similar with the MC4R, you're having those weaker signals, where this one is you just don't respond to fullness. And then APOA2, this one increases ghrelin, that hunger hormone, and then also increases your desire to eat more food. So FAAH is one that is associated with sugar cravings, and you have an increased reward with sugar. TAS2R38. This one is more about taste receptors, and this one you actually have an aversion to bitter tasting things. SLC2A2, this one is another one that they find have an increase in a sugar intake. The last one is the reward genes. The DRD2, you see more of an increase in binge eating. The clock gene, which actually changes your eating behavior, it has to do with your circadian rhythm. So that one can tie in with sleep. We find that if you have that clock gene and you don't get, that 7 to 8 hours of sleep or less than the 6 hours of sleep that next day, you are going to be more hungry because of that. You just need to really refocus and kind of re-implement these basic things of your food, your movement, working on your stress and sleep and gut bacteria. Or is it really that something has triggered a gene to turn back on?